you tell something about the construction?
So how I design is I put the squares together with a border, and then I base stitch a piece of flannel on the back, and then I embroider each of the squares. This one happens to have 25 squares, but the ones on the wall have 16, and then you can see from the back of this unfinished quilt how many stitches in different colors are in this. And then I finish it with a piece of flannel.
Yeah, nice. That makes the comfy side of it.
Yeah, and again, this is a blanket as much as a wall hanging, but it can be a blanket that can be washed for a baby, and then again it can be put away and kept for them as a keepsake.
Yeah. All right, Laura, tell us about a few of your pieces that you maybe can tell us where the inspiration comes from.
Inspiration comes from the islands of Hawaii, but any islands, the tropics. Spent a lot of time in Kauai in the last 35 years, and I collected fabric. So all the pieces that are used in my quilts are from the island of Kauai and the Hawaiian Islands. And I focus on the flora, the fauna, and the sea creatures.
Point out some of the things in that.
So again, in this one there's whales and fish. And here's fish and turtles. I love turtles. A lot of the fabric is classic and also vintage. So a lot of pieces like this piece right here that are vintage. They're over 50 years old, from muumuus, from Hawaiian shirts. And so I just get my pieces together, and then I design pieces that look good, and then I put a little border around them. This one again is turtles and fish, and set them off. They're called keepsake tropical baby because they're keepsake blankets for newborns. So they're all lined with 100% cotton flannel, and so a baby can be wrapped in it. It can be on the crib, and it also can be hung up above the baby's bed.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that's why they're called keepsake tropical quilts.
Okay. Any other piece here that we want to talk about?
This one's pretty outrageous. It has fish. It also has sharks in it. Different kinds of sharks, different kinds of fish, different kinds of coral and greenery, and also the different kinds of floral pieces. In Hawaii, there's everything from tuber roses to regular roses to right here you can see right above it with the cranes. There's some beautiful little flowers that look like daisies, but they're in different colors. They have so many different tropical flowers, it's hard to imagine them.
It's hard to imagine that all of these are from like the Hawaiian shirts. There's such varied sort of graphics in them.
And again, some of the fabric I did buy through my trips to the fabric store when I was in the islands. But there's just so many. On this one right here, there are proteas and hibiscus. And right above this is what we have here at Christmas time, which is actually a flower that grows into hedges. I'm trying to remember. Poinsettia, the poinsettia.
Wow, yeah, poinsettia.
They grow into hedges that are 10 and 12 foot tall in the islands.
Yeah.
So I just like to take a little bit of everything and group it in colors. Here's a famous plumeria flower that blooms in many different colors, the orchid.
That's a beautiful one, yeah.
And then I'm really into the leaves. This one has a lot of different, there's a fern, and these are different kinds of leaves that you will see in the forest or the jungle. So just trying to take a little bit in different pieces from different parts of the islands. Some of the islands are mountainous, some of the islands are desert, depending on which side of the island you're on. And of course, surrounded by water.
Okay. That's good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, love with the leaves. It's just so, I mean, nature is already so perfect.
Yeah.
This piece right here from this fabric square, this is 40 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this used to be a curtain. And I picked a piece that was on the edge that the sun didn't get to. But these pieces have all been bleached by the sun. But I found this in one of my boxes.
Kristen was unable to make the reception tonight,
Yeah.
but we'll show a few of her metal sculptures here. First, we'll look at the steampunk pieces, and next, some amazing maritime life themes.
It goes to the quilt.
It does?
Yeah, put it on the quilt.
So this